today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
And they will take over first and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Takes it to about the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith, now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, they need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. To throw on 2nd down, Rich. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Again, it's Cook. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rich escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Rams ready to go on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now out comes Minnesota. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich, flushed out right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Off play action. Rich. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Rich looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Back to the ground, Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now parking for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 31-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Williams.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Up the middle, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Mayfield looks to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 41, Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Rich, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on second down, Rich. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Rich. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Rashad Penny, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Justin Fields sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over.